Hey guys, Mick here, Dead Center. Good to see you again. It's been a while since I've done my last video, but I'm not going to give you any excuses about that. I'm just going to get one done. I've been relegated here to the garage, and when I check Google weather, it's 29 degrees Celsius today. Feels like 33. Well, in here it feels hotter, but it is what it is. So we're going to just kick back in the sweat and do a little video here. So today we're going to go over a few cards that I think is going to do quite well in the next 6 months. And I'm going to put reference in there as to where this idea came from later in the video. Also, we're just going to rummage through a few cards just I want to show off and also throw out a bit of a hint about my next video. So stick around. Alright guys, so kicking this off with the 2019 Panini Prizm Silver Rui Hachimura and PSA 9. This sort of gets the ball rolling with the first card that I want to show off, and I think is going to do well in the next 6 months. So this all comes about from Bench Clear Media. I'll put the link down in the description below. Check them out. There's loads of great content on there. Ty from Breaker Culture, Joe's Silver Jackify, and Mike Baseball Collector all got together and put together their list. They were going to put together a portfolio of $25,000 worth of cards that they thought was going to do well in the next 6 months, and I thought it might have been a bit fun to do that myself. Now I didn't add this up to 25k or go for a target or whatnot, but I wanted to have a look at a list of say 9 to 10 cards or players that I thought would do well. And I found the easiest way to do my list was have a bit think about some players that I thought would do well in the next 6 months, and then select the cards that I thought would be the best buys for those players. First, kicking it off with Rui. So I haven't targeted the PSA 9, I've targeted the PSA 10, and its average sell price is $6.39. currently. So we're going to lock that in, $6.39 on this date, and we'll have a look in 6 months time to see how we go. And the next one we're going to kick off with here, guys, is the Luca Doncic. He's 2018 rookie in the Essentials. Check out this card. Stunning looking card. And a viable option for one of his rookie cards. When some of his other things are getting out of hand, this is certainly one you might want to have in your portfolio. I picked up a few of the Jayson Tatum because I really like the design of the card, and seriously think about buying this one. $3.45 for a PSA 10. But then I had a look at the 9, and that's sitting right around the $100 mark. And I thought for this style of card, when people are looking at a way to get in on Luka, a way to get into the market on Luka, the 9s are becoming more and more prevalent. Anyway, 2018 Luca Doncic Essentials. Been in here for 5 minutes and I'm sweating up a storm. Look at that. Check that sweat out. Another one I'm going to have a look at is Kaale Lewis. And we're going to look at the 2020 Series 1 Gold, numbered out of 2020, right? Nice and simple. This card on there going for around the $44, $46 mark. Really good pickup. And I'm having a look at Raw because I couldn't find any PSA graded ones, or at least not enough to garner a genuine sort of sell price. It's just too soon. People aren't getting their cards back. Hurry up, PSA, what are you doing? Now for this next one, I wanted to have a look for a baseball player that had been around for a while that I thought could potentially have some uplift in the next 6 months to a year. Now I know I said 6 months, but I just found this one interesting, so I had to throw it in there. So we're having the 2011 Bowman Draft Prospects Trevor Story. This is the autograph version. Right. Stunning looking card, and only for $200.50 was about the average price that I found for it there. Hell, I'd love to have this in my collection even if I didn't sell it later. Alright guys, I want to talk about this card. Well, not this card, but a similar card. So the 2018 Topps Chrome update in a PSA 10, because the PSA 10 version of the normal paper base is going for $73, whereas the Chrome version of this card in a 10 is going for $39.60. It's nearly half. If you compare what Soto's update Chrome and his update base is doing, they're on the same trajectory. I think Torres is going to have an incredible year next year. He had a soft year last year. That's out of character for him. It was a shortened season. I think with the proper lead up and a full season, you're going to see something special out of Torres. That's just me. All right, next up, we got Jayson Tatum. We're going to talk about the PSA 10 version of this card. So the PSA 10 Select. All right. This card's going for around the 354 mark. Now, if you have a look at what his base Prizm cards are doing, then the Select at about half the price is a simple decision. Right. Now for a bit of a hit and miss guy, Deandre Hunter. I think with Trae Young on his team, it just makes him better. But it's a simple one. This is if we're going to have a look at his 2009 Optic Holo, in a PSA 10, we're looking at $177 in a PSA 10. And if he starts putting up consistent 20-point games, card's going to go through the roof. Right, so the next one I want to talk about is Patrick MaHomes. Very few cards out there are affordable these days, especially when we're looking at PSA 10. But I'm a huge fan for the insert sets. I still own this one here. I'm going to put up a picture over here. It's the rookie introductions in PSA 9, sitting just under or very close to the PSA 9 value of the Optic. So it should show you that insert sets are typically undervalued, and when people appreciate the design, it's still in their rookie year. So this one I want to have a look at today is the AKA 2 PM from 2017 Panini Optic. Patrick MaHomes. So I'll put up the normal version over this side, and I'll put up the blue over that side. So I believe the blue is numbered to 149, and sales of that have ranged anywhere from $549 to $860 from memory. And this one over here, the PSA 10 version, has sold for roughly around that $439 mark. Realistically, should be a lot more than that. Most of Mahomes' PSA 10s, even when you're talking about the base Donruss version, is selling well over $1,000 US. Well over 1,000. So these two cards right here, they have the potential to go up. Oh, getting old. Alright guys, we've got two more players to go. So we're going to start with Donovan Mitchell. No brainer. Absolute no brainer. 2017 Select PSA 10. Have a look at his Prizm price. It's going to come back and talk about $155. $155 for a PSA 10 Select. Nuts. That guy. He's got legs. He's got like 20 legs. And lastly, the 2013 Giannis Antetokounmpo hoops. Looking at 868 for his PSA 10. Certainly worth having a look at for that value. And if you don't like that card, the 2013 Select in a PSA 10 for $16.25. Both good pickups. Guys, for the next video, pretty much going to show off the biggest purchase I've ever spent on cards since I started collecting. I'm certainly keen to get it. I think it's going to come through probably in the next few days. Super excited for that one, and super excited to show that off for you guys.